Yeah, so that's Torino.
That was
probably,
428.
yeah, Cobra Jet car, probably an R code
Right.
and stuff. So this one here will be different. This one's probably something. Now this car's got just money in the trunk. There's top loader transmissions. There's 3 of them there. Shane, look at that front. The lower control arm's already busted off that car. These West Coast mirrors are pretty good. These are factory Ford ones, FOMO-Co. There's a whole bunch of them in here.
Is that a Scout?
There's a couple of those here.
Yeah, that one's far gone.
There's a,
Yeah, so the Broncos we're saving.
and it just got to be too much. It's amazing, like interior stuff.
That was a Mach 1. I bet you there's a $300 bicycle.
Oh, you
You got wild snakes up here, do you?
nothing will kill you.
Oh, that's kind of scary. That's a Boss paint job.
Yeah, it has a Boss paint job.
All right, so we got a lead on a close one. Somebody saw one of our videos, gave us a call about a bunch of Mustangs. I'm just gonna say close to us, within an hour or 2 ride. That's all I'm gonna say. Bunch of fastback Mustangs, collection, private collection. Somebody passed away. This stuff's gonna be coming up for sale. We're not interested in all of it. I'm hoping that part of the reason they reached out to us was to help them with the whole thing. So prepping the sale, moving the cars, figuring out years, looking at titles, figuring out what is to be crushed before the auction, finding an auctioneer. So a big laundry list of things to help, and then, you know, maybe I get to buy something pre-sale. So we're gonna go check it out. It's a Friday. It's the last thing we gotta do before we call it a week. And that's it. Let's get going. It's hot out here.
So then we weren't even, the one we...
The worst is when you're into the wind. Oh man, there's shit everywhere.
Car inside it, he drug it here, I don't know, a few years ago, and it sat in the yard.
Okay. Every mosquito in the world will bite me. You don't wanna, I don't know what it is. I got sweet blood or something. I get mauled. So what are they wanting to do? Clear it?
My aunt had, I don't know if you know, they're a scrap yard.
Yeah.
Come down, and he said he'd bring boxes in and haul out everything, give her $4.50 a 100. And I told her, I said,
That's low.
I'm a big car guy to begin with, and
Yeah.
I'm like, once these cars are crushed, like, people are looking for parts. VIN tags, titles.
That's just,
And I said, I hate to see them get crushed and put in a dumpster. And I said, he's lowballing you hard.
if you had somebody to help with the labor, I mean, all you need is like a medium-sized loader or like a giant skid loader, and you can move them.
Well, his idea was he was going to bring in their giant roll-off boxes,
Yeah.
use an excavator, drop the cars in,
Right.
smash them with the boom, and haul them out.
So like this is something I would buy the visor off. Definitely the visor, and then probably rip it open and see what's inside, because like you said, there's shit all inside. Unfortunately, there's a giant wasp nest inside that one.
This is not a great time of year to be doing this.
No, this is a fall job for sure. Right when the weather turns, like October, November would be great. And we have a lot of equipment, so depending on what she wants to do, and give her an idea. I mean, yeah, I mean, there's money laying around here. Like, these mirrors are pretty good. These West Coast mirrors are pretty good. These are factory Ford ones, FOMO-Co. These are 60s. There's a whole bunch of them in here. So it's definitely some labor. Like, I would just not worry about it. I'd come in with the excavator, rip this door off, and then just start pulling shit out of here. I mean, I would definitely come pick it and give her cash on smalls and buy some cars, and I can give her a good idea of what to crush.
There's a 70 Mach 1.
Yeah, so that's something that, like, I got to get in there and look at the VIN number on the cow. It doesn't look like anything special. Looks like a plain Jane sports roof. Yeah, when they're special, which is good for us walking around, hood scoop, side scoop, paint job, you know, some kind of stripe or something. This isn't anything special. Well, fog lights.
So like that there.
Yeah, so that's Torino.
That was a
probably
428.
Yeah, Cobra Jet car, probably an R code.
But it has, I think it has a 351 in it. But I know the story on the car, and the 429 is here somewhere, and it's probably in the barn.
Okay.
But
Well,
he has the 429 for it.
Okay. So it's not bring a ton of money, but it would bring a lot more than scrap.
Yeah. Well, that's what I told her. I said, you know, $4.50 100. I mean, you're not making very much on a car.
No. I mean, in this area, it'll probably be pretty easy to find somebody to help sort through this stuff. But you're definitely going to want an excavator to just start ripping stuff. So this one here will be different. This one's probably something. Nope, T. 4-lug T-code car, so it's a 6-cylinder.
I think that's a 68.
That's 6.7. There's a 67 fastback, so that's something we'd be interested in. This Willys Jeep truck wouldn't be worth crushing until you at least cut the front end off of it. Now this car's got just money in the trunk. There's top loader transmissions. There's 3 of them there. Yeah, so that's a 4-speed. I can't see the side of the other one. That's a 4-speed. I think the one in the middle is a 3. But those are worth pulling. This car, man, Shane, look at that front. The lower control arm's already busted off that car.
That's what I told Austin. I was like, of all the cars here, if I was going to redo one,
yeah,
like I'd want something like that, but it's bad.
Man, this car would be hard to get out of here. And I pull them out when they're like this, but this one would be particularly hard. It looks like it's a 5-lug car, so it's definitely a V8. This door, I don't think, look at the door handles loose. We can try and look at a fender bin while we're here. That'll work. I should have brought a pair of gloves. Figures it's just hidden enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 1. I'm gonna say C. C code. It's a 2-barrel. Yeah, so it's a C code. So it's a base model V8 car. That's a 289 2-barrel. Desirable still. It's just so weak.
It's got the 289 badge on front.
Yeah, it's just so weak. I mean, we pull them when they're like this, but I would have to get in there with an excavator and kind of almost make a hole to pull it into, like unearth it a little bit. And you'd want to work this out of here with a flatbed, which I can't even get in here. So,
well, we get stuff moved.
Yeah, it would be fun. I mean, we're down to do it. That's for sure. Like you said, not this time of year, but definitely down to do it. 5 or 6 years ago, that Brookville barn collapsed.
Yeah.
I bought like 12 of them.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, that was a sad story. That guy was too cheap. The Amish wanted to pull the existing shingles off the roof. He said, nah. He said, take that out of the bill. I just want to put metal on top of it. They're like, dude, there's already 2 layers of shingles up there. And this is a 2-inch thick, 2x6 by 16s or whatever on this roof. They're like, the wood is wet. The shingles are wet. We can't put metal on top of this to add more weight to it. Big snow came, dropped that whole barn on that whole collection of cars. I'll have to show you pictures. I bought cars that had beams laying across of them and crunched the roofs and stuff.
See, that's kind of what the thought process was I talked her out of just crushing everything and being done.
Yeah.
But I said, you know, have somebody come in, or, you know, if there was a way to nationally advertise or have an auction, figure out what you have titles for, match them to the cars, because the titles and VIN tag would mean something. Have an auction, and then take what you get.
Auction on this particular piece of land is going to be kind of tough. They probably
get stuff off.
Any auction company is going to come in here and say, we'll sell it, but how are they going to get their items? Because we can't have people up here doing this. Can we get them out? So I'll help you identify which ones I would auction, and then we'll see if there's any way of feasibly getting them into like the front yard. Or then you do an online sale with a 2-day preview where they can come out like by appointment or something, so you're not filling the yard with cars. Is that a Scout? Yeah, it's a Scout.
There's a couple of those here.
Yeah, that one's far gone.
There's a...
With the Plymouth Hoodbird.
He probably drove that one. Everything he had, he put this.
Those things don't die.
Broncos.
Yeah, so the Broncos were saving. We'd be interested in that, even if it's super rough.
Not cut either.
Yeah, uncut's a big deal. Even though it needs quarters and rockers. But I bought a Bronco from that Brookville deal. These hills are full of Broncos. They were the ultimate plow truck. Yeah, wow, a rocker and a floor is gonzo.
And the hinges.
So, the VIN tag is not legible at all. These were same principles as a Mustang. They get a fender VIN, they get a door VIN. They didn't have a press tag like the Mustangs did, and an etch tag, so It's probably a V8 though. 4-speed, or no, it's an automatic. Automatic 4-wheel drive. I can't see past the fender behind.
Oh, look at that.
Just get ready to run.
Fly
Yeah, I was gonna say, get ready to run. Yeah, 302. 302. So yeah, even though it's like this, I mean, people, same as Mustangs, they buy these for the VINs and they'll buy a Tom's Bronco tub for it. Yeah, so this one's definitely a keep sell, you know. Definitely don't scrap.
First time I went to Florida, we took that beast to Florida from here. Had a 289 with solid lifters in it, 4-speed.
What's he have, a big farm tractor he runs up here?
I do.
You do, okay.
I bring my, I have a 50-55 John Deere.
Okay, yeah, I was gonna say, I see big
You
tire
see
treads.
It has a rocket cover on it.
Yeah.
I thought I saw a rocket. I thought maybe it was an Oldsmobile.
Yeah, you're right. It is Oldsmobile. I'm sorry, I said Buick. Oldsmobile did the all aluminum motor.
You're right in Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
Rudge.
Yep.
Accidentally started a detailing business.
That's how I did too.
And I detailed one day my work truck, my personal truck, and
then somebody saw it. Said, "Can you do
mine?" I
mine?"
put pictures on Facebook, and somebody was like, "Well, you do mine." So I did it. They told somebody, so I started doing it. And then a buddy of mine going to the car auctions and stuff, buying auction cars.
Which way should we go?
Probably want to go this way and just walk the rows.
Okay.
So he'd pick a car up at the auction, leave it at my house. I'd detail it, call him, tell him it was done.
Yeah.
He'd bring another one, take it. Working full time, I did almost 80 cars.
Yeah.
And it just got to be too much. So I kind of quit doing it this year. Yeah, I don't know if you want to walk the rows or how you want to.
Oh, I don't know how it's laid out. Whatever you think the easiest.
They're just right here. They're all in rows.
I guess, what is this, the first one then?
Yep.
All right, we'll hit this.
Parts.
So far standing here, as far as auction material, besides the 2 old ones, I don't see a whole lot. Maybe that F100. Definitely not this kind of stuff. You would just want to crush and roll. Somebody needs to make an off-road rollback. That's what you need. Big off-road dump truck that ain't too wide. You could just big excavator. Boom, right in a box. This car's worth auctioning.
There's one that's the interior and it's decent.
It's not going to bring a lot of money to bring more scrap for it.
That's a Chrysler.
It's a silk 41-inch Chrysler.
But it's amazing, like the interior and stuff. Like, they're kind of rotted up, but everything's perfect. And then there's one that matches it sitting down there that's not in quite as good a shape.
That car's probably 600 and off.
Tractor, I started down there, it started sliding.
Oh boy, that's not a good deal. I've never had that happen in a tractor, but I've done it in an excavator and a skid loader many times. I've been sliding so bad on an excavator, I had to start swinging and digging at the ground and reaching for rocks and trying to save myself. Yeah, I mean, that one probably off. Got body. Yeah, these little looking things. This is worth auctioning. People love these things, these stocks and campers. That's a couple hundred in the sale. Alright, let's check, can't tell from what.
Look at the dirt pile underneath.
Yeah, I know. Somebody made a house underneath there.
Well, that fastback down there that I put the picture on.
Yeah.
The groundhogs made a hole and they have it pumped up inside the floors gone and made like a little dry place to get in and out. But like some of these, like, they're full of old hubcaps.
Yeah.
But then that one has carpeting in it. Like, there's no rhyme or reason to anything in the cars.
I'd be using that wire. Big old link on this one. There's a motor in that one.
Flathead.
Material, even though it's rough, people like it for like yard ornaments.
That's actually my dad. He still has the title for that. I was going to take it home and I started looking at it and I'm like, I got too many projects and that's a big one.
Yeah. A lot of camper back there. Awesome material too.
A lot of rust.
It's still not terrible.
He said he paid $300 for it.
Fastback tub.
That might have been the 428 car. There goes the deer.
That was a Mach 1. Looks like a 70. looks like these are all three of them 70s.
That was 71 to 3.
Yeah.
That one's rolled.
Yeah, oh yeah. Look at all these poor Mustangs.
Oh, look there.
Baby deer. Bambi. That looks like that was a Mach 1 too. Oh, that's kind of scary. That's a boss paint job.
Yeah, it has a boss paint job.
Hey everybody, Pete, Iron City Garage, and today's video is going to be brought to you by our friends over at Prime Weld. We got involved with Prime Weld about a year ago when we were in the market for a new machine. They hooked us up with the S200 multi-process machine. We've been extremely happy with this machine. It does MIG, TIG, stick all in one. We've used all three processes. It's been great. American-made machine, excellent warranty, excellent customer service, and excellent price. You cannot beat the price. Go ahead over to primeweld.com, check out welders and plasma cutters, use code Iron City Garage at checkout, save yourself a couple bucks. Hope you enjoy our video. Keep watching. Thank you. And this is an F302 two barrel. So somebody just put a boss paint job on it.
Well, that's what I told her when she said about scrapping out. I'm like, stupid stuff like this.
Yeah.
And the fiberglass panels.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, I was like, you'll get more out of those
than
together than what you
thing.
roll the whole car for scrap.
Yeah.
Hey,
It's a little Henry J. Those are neat. I'd probably, honestly, just to see what it would do. I mean, it'll do more than scrap. I'd probably throw that in sale. It'd be pretty hard to find.
the original smart car wrestling.
You're right.
This here is probably the nicest car here, but it's not a fast pass. Like, there's rust on the hood where it's torn.
Yeah.
But other than that, like, there's no interior in it, but it's pretty solid.
Okay. Yeah, coupes are just tough for a dime.
Yeah, nobody wants a coupe.
Pull the good ones out and Facebook them or something. Probably would be easier. It's looking like a scrap operation that's got to pay pretty good. The more you could do yourself, the better it would be. I just can't think of a piece of equipment that. How far is the scrap yard?
It's out. It's probably 25, 30 miles.
Yeah, but the thing to do would be, it's a shame there's no access road to here. You're going to crush it a lot up here with a tractor trailer. You just do it right here. There's a 65, 6.
That's a 6-cylinder car.
P-code. I wish it wasn't, but yeah, 4 low. You got wild snakes up here, do you?
Nothing will kill you.
I mean, the floor is a part of the earth now. There's literally dirt higher than the floorboard should be. Yeah, you'd have to move 1, 2, 3, 4, and then scoop that thing from the side with some long forks and see if it holds together. This property's not big enough for a big loader. I don't even think you could get a loader that would accept forks long enough to come up that road. They usually lift 5 or so. We have stood a couple up there. Big farm tractors trying to lift that wheel. Yeah, definitely a lot of stuff.
Actually, that one too, like, not real desirable, but all kinds of new trim and parts and everything inside of it.
There's probably I bet you there's a $300 bicycle.
Oh, you should have it. You can see one at my house.
I ran over a baby deer with the excavator, but I didn't hurt the baby deer at all. I saw it.
Well, I don't know if you want to walk back through it. The truck's right there if we get on the pipeline, or we can walk back the way we came.
Oh, we can go back down a pipeline. Yeah, that's fine. I got an idea what I would want. It would probably right now be the 67 and a 65-6 and the Bronco, and then just picking randoms. Seems like the random stuff I'd want to pick without really getting into the cabs and stuff like that would just be down at the right by our trucks. That one cab with all the West Coast mirrors. And then whatever else, you know, while we were working.
That one visor.
Yeah, the one visor, but there's a massive wasp nest in there, so that's going to be a November deal.
Fly around.
Yeah, you just chill. Look at that old Jeep. That's cool. This ain't a bad road, though. At least it's pretty straight, you know.
Well, the ideal thing would be, except the road goes this way, is out there in the field, if you could level it out with a dozer, but it comes out this way and you'd have to turn.
Okay.
But it's not as steep as this. It just kind of grades off the side of that hill.
Yeah.
But it comes out beyond those pine trees. So if you're trying to take something big up over there, you're on the side of the hill trying to swing back this way. I have a key for the back, but all that's in there is that mini bike and a couple more of the top loader trannies. And
Oh yeah, I forgot that one was there.
so when you're looking,
That's a Scout.
That's a
Is
Scout.
that a Bronco or Scout?
I think that's a Scout.
Scout. Yep.
They were walking through with the limited knowledge that they have. Got the light on it.
Oh, the mini trail.
Little trail bike. It's kind of neat. Like, it needs some work, but it's in really good shape. It just needs.
My dad used to ride something like that when he was a kid. Suzuki's usually. All the pictures I got him in are Suzuki's and Yamahas.
And then I found a couple more of those transmissions are laying back there in the corner, and just odds and ends stuff that I picked up. Some old Mustang caps, and I pulled off that flatbed in front of there's an old Willys top.
Okay. And
the stake with the windshield, it's staked down in the frame. The doors, tailgate, just random stuff like up there's fenders and stuff for a 69 or 70 Mustang. They were laying on there covered up. But it's like every time you dig into something, you find more and more. Yeah. That's what I told her about crushing out. I said, the problem is you almost have to look in every car because you don't know what's in it, you know. Let's
walk up right here again close, because the majority of what I'd be interested in is right here. I just want to look closer so I can leave some offers. Okay. It's not something I'd want to do this time of year just because the dirt is so soft. It makes it really hard to get them out. When the ground's hard, it's so much easier. And we're not sweating our asses off either. It's just easier to do it when it's
fine. Cooler. Yeah, they're not going anywhere. Just getting an idea of what to do and maybe get rid of some stuff.
We've done enough of this to know that this is the wrong time of year to do it. This is insane. And I didn't even see them. They're like, snake, boom! I'm like, I didn't even see that thing.
I've heard
yeah, I saw.
Like our compressor station. And I want to do my garage and hang stuff. And
what is this little roadster in here? An MG or something?
Probably. I never even realized that was there, but he had a couple MGs.
It's too small to be anything really awesome. It's probably an MG. This truck I'd want to completely empty, because I'd be a buyer on all them West Coast mirrors. And the little Ford tail lights. And
we had that cleaned out once Austin put everything back in it. Yeah, there's that tub.
Yeah, those are cool. Those are like a, what do they call that, a sand rail?
Yeah, like a dune buggy.
Dune buggy. I had one. I bought one like running, driving at an auction. I thought it was the coolest shit ever. Nobody wanted it. There was a sand rail. It was like an open cage thing with a VW Baja motor with like a big center exhaust. It's fun to drive. Nobody wanted it. I got an old timer that works for me. It's like a fucking old car part encyclopedia. It's like real life, living, breathing Google. He's also quite grouchy. Did you take a bunch of pictures of that 67?
Back there?
This one.
Oh, okay.
Some mental notes to see how bad it's. Is there a sunball or a bobcat or something around?
That's like these stupid things. I never liked these on a truck.
I know.
Guys are redoing like those 78, 79 pickups.
100%
There's
right
a brand new one there, that blue one, and my buddy knows a guy. He's like, save that for me. I can't get it.
Yeah, what?
Where's that
red
nest
wasp? Yeah, I don't know, because I'm gonna have to.
Did you see the nest?
They're just coming in and out of there. If I can get the door open on both sides, I can shave the heads off the screws in the door jamb. The barbaric way is saws all literally straight through the cab and the pillar and take all of it. So these are the hardest thing ever to get rid of. There's no scrap value in a camper. It's just trash. You just have to eat it up with an excavator and then put it in a like landfill dumpster.
It's gonna break right before you.
I mean, these screws are typically stainless. There it is. Sweet. Very good. All right, we're not going to go crazy in this thing. I'm going to grab what I can see. Leave me alone. I'm busy.
Day for the guys.
Okay.
I was thinking, can we do tomorrow morning?
Yeah, call my dad though, because that's his deal. You got his number? It's not the same color. I was hoping to find another stainless one. That's what I'm standing here staring for. Fine by me. Yeah. United Kingdom. Those are the same size. These are not the same size. What's that one? It's unmarked, so this is an aftermarket. Ford. Pairs. Probably should have paid it. All right, so there's been some developments on this particular collection since we were there a couple weeks ago. So that guy's like a friend of a family friend of ours. So we got to be like fast friends, and I got to thinking more and more about what was there, and I've expanded my purchase from the Bronco and 2 Mustangs to the Bronco and probably all the Mustangs, the Scouts, the Willys Jeep, the F100, and then a whole bunch of smalls. So we're going there loaded. I mean, rental truck, all of my trailers, literally both tilt decks, the 2-car trailer, the dump trailer, me, my dad, Shane, Josh, maybe another helper, bunch of rental equipment, and we're going balls to the wall, and we're gonna buy as much as we can and save as much as we can. All of those project car Mustangs, we're not gonna go through all of those and do videos on all of them and stuff like that. I'm pretty much bringing those back, and we're gonna see what they are, do some title work, try and find them new homes where they'll be, you know, organ donors for roofs, firewalls, maybe some interior pieces, whatever. None of those ones that like the front clip is off of, or really, you know, obviously anything's restorable, right? But those ones are probably worse off than whatever you need parts for. But they'll be good roofs and pieces, that kind of thing. So we're gonna save as much as we can. We are also not gonna wait until the fall, because out here, in my mind, the fall is pretty late. Like, there's a lot of times we're at Hershey in October and we're in shorts and a t-shirt. So you're looking at like November, and it's not that hot. So we're just gonna jam it. We're gonna go up there. We're gonna have some fun. We're gonna pull all that stuff out of there, and who knows what else we'll find. And that's it. So keep an eye out for that. I don't know how many videos that's gonna be. We're gonna try and do it all in about a day and a half. I'm gonna run a bunch of equipment up there on the night before, and then the next morning we're gonna hit it hard and start loading stuff out. I got my buddy Josh who's gonna be running trips back and forth to the warehouse. That's it. So stay tuned for that. We're really excited, getting our ducks in a row. That'll be coming soon. Don't forget, please subscribe, helps us tremendously. It doesn't cost you guys anything. No credit card, no personal information, nothing. As long as you're logged into your Google account, into your YouTube account, boop, hit that subscribe thing. It just puts our videos in front of more people. That ultimately helps us grow. That's good for business. So that and IronCityGarage.com gets you some t-shirts. That really helps us as well. We'll see you on the next video. Don't miss the second part of when we actually go pick these cars up. It's going to be a blast seeing if I can get these things out in one piece. We're renting a 12,000 pound skid loader. I got big long forks. We're going to see if we can just pick these things up, but I'll be making paths and ripping out trees and having all sorts of fun. Keep your eye out for that. We also got this 60 wagon. We got the 67 fastback. I just got another 67 fastback delivered today. We got that 60 Impala hardtop across the street. Lots of excellent, awesome stuff going on right here, right now. I'll see you guys on the next video. Thanks for watching. Hey, thanks for watching our video. We really appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have cars like these in your garage, if you have a fastback Mustang or convertible Impala, a nice original paint pickup truck or an old cab over truck, and you want to sell it, I'd love to try and put a deal together with you. You can get a hold of me at 412-335-6100. We pay excellent prices. We pay finder's fees. You know, it's no secret. We do make a little money on the YouTube video, so that allows me to pay, you know, sometimes market value or really good prices for these cars. We'd love to come out and drag it out of your barn. We'd love to film it. We'd love for you to be a part of that whole process. So if you have an original paint or an original old fastback Mustang that needs work, like these ones I have on my trailer, or if you have an old pickup, or again, a convertible Impala, cab over truck, whether it doesn't matter where you are, we buy nationwide here in the United States, all the way as far as California. I've had stuff, New Mexico, Arizona, Oregon, Washington, high desert stuff we love. So, or if you're in the East Coast and it's a rusty Mustang or a rusty convertible Impala, that is fine. We typically don't buy many trucks on the East Coast, but I buy a lot of cars on the East Coast. If you have cab over parts also, especially for these early Fords, I'd be interested in that. It never hurts to send me an email or a text. IronCityGarage@gmail.com. You're welcome to send me an email or a text message, probably the best. You kind of get an instant answer that way. 412-335-6100. I'd love to talk to you. Hope you enjoyed the video, and hopefully we can make a deal on what you guys have on your farms or in your garages.